night. I should have it ready in a minute. While you're waiting, go ahead and sound off. Let me know who's here. Let me check my comments. Ah. All right, there we go. I got them all ready to go now. And albums. She-Ra 2-pack. There we go. Whew, see, got all the pictures ready for my talk about. All right. So, as you guys know, everyone's a geek dad for life. Sorry, man. All right. So, as you guys know, hey, Fallen Jedi 1, I opened this She-Ra 2-pack. Was it last night or the night before? I don't know. Not too long ago. And I was kind of bummed about how her gold looked on here, how it was kind of a darker gold than what I'm used to seeing on the She-Ra figures. And I was thinking it was because it was caused by some kind of something in the package, let it sit for so long, and I pulled the shield off, and I said, oh yeah, look at this. It has a square on the inside that doesn't match. And so it's got to be that, right? And so I decided to go on a quest in the past couple days to try to figure out what's going on. So I did clean this She-Ra with a bunch of soap and water, and it did come out pretty nice. I don't have the weirdness anymore like it did before, and it actually the gold actually looks a little shinier than it did before. So it was probably just that powder you get on your figures, but it's just because it was on the gold you couldn't see it. But I do want to talk about the color difference, because there's definitely a color difference between the release She-Ra we got and the one that came in the 2-pack. So let me show you my evidence here. The evidence. So first was the shield, of course. The shield with the square in the middle that is a different color. So I found people online that were selling them, and I asked them, hey, does your shield have this square on that's brighter in color in the middle? And kind of find out they did. And it's like, okay, so I think what happened was is when they painted this shield for this figure with the gold, because it has like a gold plastic color to it, that they just did not get the inside of that square. And you can kind of see it better in this picture that, you know, there's some, that the paint goes all the way around, but that's still just bare material. So it's actually bare plastic, not a different shade of the paint. It's like, okay, that's kind of cool. So I went and I looked at different She-Ra packages. This is one I found on eBay too. And sure enough, the shield is that darker color, just like mine was. Because see, here's the other shield. It's much lighter in color. And so you can kind of see the comparison of the two shields. Now, I could have sworn that the shield was darker or lighter like this when I had the 2-pack originally. But as I went through and looked at more and more 2-packs on eBay, they all had the same issue. See, this one here has the darker shield too. This one here, they didn't say it was a 2-pack, but I figured it was because, for one, it's darker for all the colors, and the shield's darker, and it has a silver sword. Well, it also has She-Ra. I also has Supergirl. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. There's a different one I saw that you can see the boots are darker there, not quite as shiny with the gold. And this is the one. This is the one right here. I wasn't sure. But then again, it also has the darker kind of browns on it, almost the bronze kind of look. And I did ask them to take a picture of the inside of their shield, but they said it'd be sold before they could take the pictures, so they weren't doing it. And it's like, come on, dude, I'm doing an investigation here. And sure enough, this one too has the much darker shield. And so I'm just wondering if the 2-pack either just came that way, or if it was just some kind of fluke that this one you can see it, how dark that is. Or if it's just certain batches that came out that way, maybe half of them or whatever. So some are dark and some aren't. Or if it's just a mixing of the plastics, so all of them came out dark as time went on. So I'm not sure what the issue is, but I guess really technically nothing's wrong with She-Ra because they've all darkened that I've seen online. And so that's kind of how it is, which means that this one truly is a variant because the shield actually is a darker material than on the other one. So, not sure. Hopefully, if you guys have a She-Ra, you can let me know if it's that way or not. Even the helmet's different too. You can see that the She-Ra from the 2-pack has a little bit darker helmet than the one from the single pack. So just some of my investigation, checking out online and seeing which is which. So you can kind of see, actually even the eyes look different. Look at the paint job on the eyes. This is the single pack. This is from the 2-pack. The single pack eyes look just way better than the 2-pack eyes. That's crazy. I mean, her eyes are actually kind of spread apart a little bit on the one that was released to Toys R Us. Interesting. So I'm wondering if the Toys R Us one was not as high quality as the ones we got from Maddie Collector. Hey Mike, thanks for joining us. Rick, you have a thing for cartoon women, laughing out loud. That is funny. She-Ra is kind of hot. They sold out, but turned on notifications, turned back on. Yes. Yeah, I have to admit that She-Ra is pretty cool, especially the classics version. They did a great job on her. Yep. I know, even the new Adventures She-Ra's not that horrible. There she is. Ooh. Kind of a cool, fun figure they designed. Now, I did actually make a custom of her because it was kind of odd as they had her skin tone, the wrong skin tone, and it kind of bothered me. It's kind of like a grayish hue to the skin tone, as you can see compared. Well, let me compare it to the single packs. What the heck? You can kind of see the skin tone's a little different. So I actually took a She-Ra and made this custom so she has the right skin tone. You can see a kind of a change in the forearm where it's more kind of a grayish. And then I actually took her weapons and coated them in glow-in-the-dark paint so that her weapons actually glow in the dark too. You know me and glow in the dark. All right, I got to show you now that I've done it. Lights off. Night sky. That's not done. My sky's not night. Let's try it again. Night sky. There we go. There's my blue light. All right, let's go ahead and charge these things up some more. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, look at that. Power shield, power sword. I don't know why Mattel didn't make these glow in the dark originally too. It would have been kind of a cool thing. But anyway, I think it looks cool. Yeah, I don't know why I love glow in the dark stuff. It's just kind of fun, kind of cool. Throwback to my Micronaut days when I had the aliens with the glow in the dark brains. It's kind of cool. Oh, bright light, bright light. Let's see. I had a chance to get that double pack back in the day. Now I regret I didn't. You know what? Don't regret it. I think it's actually a lower quality figure. I don't think originally the 2-pack was darker. I mean, I don't remember being darker. I really don't. And so I think it's just over time that whatever they used for the lower quality version She-Ra, that it just turned kind of that copper color instead of gold color. So it's the penny She-Ra instead of the $1 She-Ra. Penny Power She-Ra. All right, let me stick Penny Power She-Ra aside. Let's see, Mike Fee, I hope they do Filmation style with Origin She-Ra. Wait, ours was not? Oh, well, I'm not going to pour out of her box right now. I got it too far away. And then, of course, we got Adora. Adora. And her face was actually really nicely done, too. So that was kind of cool. All right. Well, this is a short, sweet video. I just wanted to show the evidence of those figures having the ones I found on eBay. Fleabay. You can see that the ones that were actually released also have the not quite as shiny copper color to them. So there you go. That was basically what I was finding out, is that they are much darker. And when I asked people about the square in the middle, everyone that I talked to that answered back, theirs had the exact same square in the middle on their She-Ros that were loose. So crazy. Yes, I hope they release more She-Ros and Origins. They really need to, because that was a cool figure. Oh, you know what? I have another She-Ra type figure that actually does also glow in the dark. Where did I put her? It's hard to see in this blue light. Oh, there she is. Oh. Okay, this figure right here. Ho, ho. She has like these lightsabers, right? Which again, another Miss Mattel. This could be a really cool glow in the dark feature. So I went. Oops. Man, she is getting stuck on all kinds of critters in this box. So I went ahead and made glow in the dark versions of her sword. Burp. There we go. So now she's bringing a plane in. Burp, burp, burp. Come in for landing, plane. It was funny too, because when I made these swords, I want you to look at the difference in the thickness. It's kind of funny. So here is the unpainted one, and here's the painted one. And there's a huge difference in the thickness because I added so many coats of paint over and over and over again on it so that it would actually glow. So it's kind of funny the amount of paints. Of course, I did make a mask for her out of an old glove, because in the cartoon she had a mask on like a ninja kind of thing. So now in retrospect, I probably should have got rid of the ponytail and just stuck the ponytail coming out the back. And then I also took and cut two of them off, like they're off on her back too, so she can have the ones that are not turned on her back that she grabs and uses to then pull out. Voomp. All right, let's charge them up again. Now look at your guys' comments while they're charging. It just stinks this glow does not last longer. Ba-da-da-da. Todd has a heart for Long Neck Man now. I wouldn't quite go that far, but I do have respect for him. Huntra is a very cool character. Yep, she was based on Grace Jones. And even the guys working on Filmation, they said, hey, I want a character like Grace Jones, but you can't make her Grace Jones or we'll get sued. Now, for those that don't know Grace Jones, she actually has quite the He-Man heritage, and let me show you why. Let's see, Grace Jones. American model. There she is. So here is Grace Jones, and she was cool. But, oh, I knocked over some stuff. Relationships. Grace Jones partner. Well, at one time, Dolph Lundgren and her were an item. And it's funny because, as you know, Dolph Lundgren played He-Man in the series, or in the movie version that came out in 1987. So it's kind of funny that Grace Jones and Dolph Lundgren, but looks like they're not together now. I don't really follow news that much anymore. See, there they are, Huntra and He-Man together. It's kind of funny when you think about it. Yep, there they are, He-Man and Huntra. See, that should really be our couple, our power couple. I should make a skit about that. That would be funny. Because, you know, she was based on Grace Jones, and Dolph Lundgren actually played He-Man. So, we could have it so Frosta gets all annoyed and jealous, and it could be fun. I thought Grace Jones was scary. Well, not too scary for our friend He-Man. Where is... It's so hard to see things in this blue light because everybody's hair looks blue. Nope, that's not her. There she is. Oh, dun, dun. Frosta could be all ticked off at Huntra for making a move on her He-Man. Using her ice powers to freeze out Huntra, and Huntra can use her laser swords to melt through the ice. It could be a cool storyline. You could see that happening. Erp. Brr. Yeah, they were trying to copy Grace Jones' voice. That's kind of why Hunter sounded like that. Black Phoenix 77. I missed the 80s. King He-Man and Queen Tila with Frosta on the side. That's awful. Yep, you got to have that side of vanilla ice cream with your pie, right? That's messed up. I'll probably get stricken from YouTube for that. That fan should be motorized. Well, I think if you get a hairdryer or a fan and blow on it, then it could be motorized from a distance. Get a little computer fan, get a little battery for it, and hold it back a little ways and aim it on there. And then it could, the wind of it could blow the wind of this. So you could make it so it's remote controlled by wind power to spin it. All right, toys of a time gone by. I think we're going downhill way too fast. Yes, this is a custom Frosta head. Thank you for noticing. It was made by that lady in Italy. I can't remember her name now. It eludes me, but I made a video all about it. Much better than... That's not Frosta. This blue light's killing me in here. I can't see who's Frosta and who's not. Oh, it's because her head's off. Oop! My secondary Frosta has fallen. Now it's funny, I got this thing from Captain Cold and it works great for Frosta. It's the same color as her whites, even though it's gray. So sometimes I'll put that on her. Let me find her original head so we could see how bad it looks. There it is. I mean, I just cannot believe this head. I wonder why He-Man wanted to do with her. Urgh. Now that is one scary face. This one looks so much better. I mean, granted, it is kind of gilf-like looking. Let me turn that light down a little bit. Oh, I guess I can't. Lights on. Oh, it's so bright. It's so bright, man. So look at the difference in these heads. Crazy, crazy. Ugh. And again, sometimes, like I said, I like to add the little snow shawl. Snow shawl. It's just kind of a cool touch from Mr. Freeze. think I said Iceman earlier. Mr. Freeze. I think I even gave Mr. Freeze freeze gun to one of my Frosters one time. Oh, speaking of She-Ra. Dun dun dun. And it stinks. I never got her wings on her back. I've got to figure out some way to get these wings on her back because these would be cool. I think I started drilling holes in her one time and I just got to figure out some way to mount these easily. I guess I could put them on her lower back. That'd probably work. I'd look cooler higher up, I guess. So here's what's weird about these wings. If you guys have ever got these from the Queen Grayskull, is a lot of people got two of the same wings. And I found out that if you just take and heat them up and pop them your direction, because these were actually both the same wing at one time too, then it works. So you have to actually pop them. And then I painted them white and redid the gold trim on them. Because normally they're not quite that white. I think they're kind of a grayish white, similar to this right here, I think. Maybe they're off-white, yellowish. I don't remember. Actually, you know what? They are yellow. That's right. All right. I'm going to look at your guys' final comments before I cut this thing. Wow. You guys have posted a lot. Burt Young also played Paulie in every Rocky film. Yes. That was cool. Nice. Yeah, Rocky was always fun. Stallone was also in Rocky 4. Yeah. Cool, cool. Those were fun films. My favorite one was Rocky 3. My kid's favorite one is Rocky 4. So I was never a fan of Rocky 2 because it's like it was the same thing as Rocky 1 all over again. So, but Rocky 1 was fantastic because it was, of course, the one that began. Look how scary her eyes look. I don't know what the heck they were thinking. I mean, I suppose if you just redid her eyes and fixed her bangs, she probably wouldn't look too bad. But again, I know it's the hair thing. But it's cool, too, is her hair was see-through. So you can kind of see through her hair. So it kind of had that translucent kind of coolness to it. So that part was kind of cool. Anyway, that is all that I have. They made Frosto a traitor? What? Oh, that'd been cool. Yeah, they didn't do a lot of blast effects for us. And we had Thunder Punch She-Man had a blast effect. I'm trying to think if anybody else did in Classics line. I mean, later on, Super 7 gave us some for the Filmation ones, but I don't think Matty Collector gave us many blast effects. I think Thunder Punch He-Man was the only one. Oh, wait, I take that back. We got some blast effects with, oh, what is her name? Castaspella. Castaspella got a casting spell blast effect. No, I can't find her blast effect. Oh well. Nope, there it is. Adora's hoarding it over here. That Adora. So we did get this blast effect too, and that was really basically about it. You stuck her hand in there, and we got some of the Filmation ones. I think Classics. I think those are the only two, right? Let me take a look at your guys' notes and see. I wonder why they decided to change the main baddie from Catra to Hordak. That is a good question. I do not know. All right. Anyway, thanks for joining me tonight. I just wanted to show you guys that, yes, the 2-pack It's not supposed to be darker, I don't think, but they are all darker, so mine's fine. Yes, I'm a little annoyed, but I'm going to leave it. That way I have the one variant with the darker cheap paint that I'm not going to go and paint over. I almost wonder if this one that I painted gold was actually from the 2-pack. Because when I bought it, she came with the silver sword, and I was not happy with how the gold was, so I repainted it myself. And it's probably because it came from the 2-pack as well. So that's what I'm guessing, is that this one's probably from the 2-pack. Yeah, because her eyes are not as nice as the single eye pack. Yeah, look at the difference in the eyes. So yeah, this was definitely from the 2-pack then that I had. I remember looking at the gold thing, and that looks awful, and so I repainted it all myself. And now I understand why, because it was from the 2-pack as well. That's funny. I just thought the guy who had it before didn't do a very good job with it because I bought it used. This episode was a ladies only episode. Come on, man. These are classics. Okay, I'll pull up my He-Man figure. Oh, He-Man. As you guys have probably seen this already, I painted it orange. So there is my Flea Man. Heck, I'll even pull out Hebrew while I'm at it too. There we go. There's some male figures. Now you guys, and I'll even pull out Spare Parts Man. I am a spare parts man. You have spare parts? I will try them out. For Mecha Neck. I wanted Todd can do a Mr. T impression. I pity the fool. There you go. How's that? Yes, Rocky 3 was the coolest. Mr. T, Apollo Creed, and then we had Rocky in his best shape ever. It was a really cool movie. That was my favorite. Rocky 4, I just felt kind of bad because of all the different tension between the country stuff going on. It was cool that at the end they were all rooting for Rocky, but I don't know, it was just kind of crazy in the middle there. Especially when Apollo Creed came out in the American shorts and everything else, you know, it was just like, oh, too much, man. Too much. Oh, here's what's interesting. This one is from the Bubble Power She-Ra, and the shield's actually different. It has an A2 in it, where the other shields do not have any letters at all in the middle. So, kind of interesting. And it also has 2 tones instead of 1. So take a look. Here is the original from the single pack, and here is the one from the Bubble Power. And you can see that it is actually 2 different tones of gold on it. So, kind of crazy. And then, of course, we have, this one's from the 2-pack again, so we can compare. This one does not have any letters in the middle, and it has the box in the center. It's lighter. And even though this one's 2-tone, neither tone matches the darker. So, there you go. And I think on that note, I have had enough She-Ra to last me a couple weeks. So we're pretty good. And that was my new revelation that I had about this. So this was not actually about the Revelation She-Ra. Sorry if you came for that. It was my revelation that I had about the 2-pack. Yes. No, the black He-Man does not need a mohawk. That is Hebrew, like someone said before. That is my namesake character. Rambo 2. All right, sorry you guys. I'm going to cut this video. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will hopefully have some more videos next week. And meanwhile, I got a mess of figures to clean up. And I think that is it. I might do a video again on Fat Armor, just because it's been bugging me. All right. Oh, I am going to try the stories one more time. Last time I did it, I lost a whole bunch of subscribers. Um, my wife's thinking that maybe it's just timing, so I'll try it one more time. If I lose subscribers again, then no more story videos. So, yeah, this week actually. I guess Sunday is the first day of the week. So, yep, this week I will have some videos for you guys. All right, I will see you, talk to you tomorrow or the next day or the next day. Bye now.